Hank and I, we were great friends.
Yeah,
I go way
that's
back
great.
with him. He was a wonderful man.
Yeah,
That was one of Hank's designs, if I'm not mistaken.
it was just a Stingray, but it had the steering in the back. I don't know if that helped with the weight or what, but
Well, they were experimenting. They were
experimenting,
trying
yeah.
different things. Hank was quite a boat designer.
Yeah.
He was amazing. He used to shock me. He'd come up with some of the things that, well, it was like when I was a kid.
Right.
We used to talk about Buck Rogers and things
Yeah.
that were going to happen
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
Well, to me, Hank was that type of person.
Yeah.
He designed things that he felt were going to be actual drawings or models of things that were going to happen in the future.
Right. And he
It
was
amazing.
very ahead of his time, advanced,
Way ahead of his
visionary, with that stuff. I mean, because the steps that he put into his hulls, those are
Yeah.
used now offshore,
right.
everywhere else.
And when he got involved designing and consolidating things with Chris Craft,
Right.
that was an amazing thing. He made up designs for the Chris Craft boat company
Really.
that were amazing.
What did he do with Chris Craft? Was he fiberglass or wood or?
Well, originally they were wood, of course,
Right.
but eventually they went to fiberglass.
And then when did he design for them?
He designed all kinds of things.
So, I mean, what time period was he designing?
Oh, this was back in the 50s,
Okay.
60s. I think even on up into the 70s.
Really?
I'm not sure.
We just had, I think Chris Smith from the Chris Craft family, come and give a talk at
Oh, really?
a couple of years, about last winter, not this winter, but the winter before. So he may be back up here, and I'll ask him about that because he's, one of the grandsons or.
Yeah, I
So,
was surprised when I
yeah.
heard that they hired Hank.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Now when he was in the Navy, did you know him before he was in the?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so when he was in the Navy, I guess they say he helped design some of those surface riding torpedoes,
I heard about
surfacing torpedoes. So I guess he used some of that design knowledge in his boats because I think he had that step. He was working on it in his head then, right? And then he put it on paper and
Yeah.
and built a boat with
He built a
the
boat.
design.
He
Yeah,
built a lot of boats.
yeah,
I remember Hank when his father and them had the place down on Swan Street. They used
On
to call
Swan?
it. I think it was Swan Marine.
really, really.
Yeah, and he wound up buying practically half of the river from that time on.
Well, I see in the old days, I mean, he had the 1700 Niagara, and then he had down next to that, he had 3 places across the street.
Yeah, he wound up with Rich.
Yeah,
He had Tom's place.
right.
Well, he started down at the canal. This was many, many years ago.
Right.
And he started buying up the waterfront.
Really?
And the man was absolutely amazing. Amazing.
And he had a place over on Tonawanda, so I assume he probably owned that whole
He owned
section in there. Yeah, he owned half of Black Rock, right?
At one time, boy.
Wow.
Ed Canazzi owned everything.
Wow.
When it came to water and boat areas and
Right.
stuff like that, Hank
It was in his
involved
blood,
in
huh?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So now because I talked to Jane Canazzi, his wife, who's still alive down in.
Is she really?
Oh yeah, she is.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
We're gonna see if maybe we can get her to come up here and.
How about Tom, her brother, the one that was...
Tom's around, yeah.
He's still alive.
I gotta get talking with him too, yeah, but he's
Yeah.
around.
I haven't seen him since
Yeah,
back in the late 70s, I think.
yeah, he's around. I've talked Tom Fronheim and Rich DeGlopper have talked to him recently, so I see them quite a bit with the boat club, so we've been in touch. We'll have to get him over here too, but yeah, so she was saying it took them like 10 years to get rid of all their, property and take care of all their business after after they went out of
believe it, 'cause
business.
They had
And
a lot of
yeah.
stuff. And
Now, did you
yeah.
help them with the testing of the? Because you're a racing and motor guy, right? So
Yeah, I was involved with a lot of things.
yeah.
Matter of fact, I had the marina because of Hank.
Which marina is
The,
that?
the foot of Sheridan.
Oh, okay.
And at that time, Hank Kowalski had the one side, and because of Hank, I wound up with the other side.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he helped me a great deal, and I helped him. I used to
Great.
do a lot of work for him when Collins had the marina down
Right.
there. Hank asked me to go down and do a lot of work for him down there, which I did. But I enjoyed being around him. Like I said, he was my idol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was quite a man.
He's a couple years older than you, or
Yeah.
yeah. You know, he's older than Jane by a few years too. So
Well, I'm 84,
yeah.
and I think Hank was about 3 or 4 years
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of great maritime history in this area. You know, with the racing and the design of those boats.
Definitely. It was quite an amazing time. Back in the 50s, when I got out of the service the second time,
Right.
that's how I got involved with the marina down at the foot of Sheridan.
Okay.
I used to call it the Aqua Marina.
Yeah.
And,
Aqua Lane, right?
And back in those days, like I said, all the guys that I ran around with, the majority of them worked for Hank down at Clarkcraft.
Okay, right.
And
So that's where Clark Craft was down there on Aqua Lane, where it still is now, right?
yeah,
Except
well,
it was Custom
originally,
Craft back then, yeah.
Custom Craft was on Niagara Street.
Right.
And eventually,
So they brought their wood boat operation, the kit boat operations up onto Aqua Lane.
right.
Okay.
So
So you were.
that's where we really got together.
Now, where was his passion, in the wood boats or the fiberglass boats?
Well-
Because some of the designs in the fiberglass boats,
They
I would
were
imagine,
amazing.
yeah.
But
That's
he
where
used
his.
to have a kid that his name was Tom. I can't remember his last name, but he worked for Tom Clark. And,
Right.
And he was quite a designer himself.
Oh yeah.
Some of the kid boats, I believe, were designed by him.
Okay.
And of course, with Hank as his back man.
The sponsor, yeah.
Yeah. But there used to be an awful lot of fantastic kids that worked for Hank.
So he had quite a few people working for him, I imagine,
yeah.
back then, yeah, right?
At one time, there was quite a few.
Yeah.
Half of the guys that worked down at Custom Craft,
Yeah.
they wound up working for him down at the
Or Clark Craft. Yeah.
Craft.
So
Yeah.
because they claim in some of their, that they have a whole lot of designers working for them. They had obviously the people putting the kits together, and then they had affiliations with a lot of different distributors around the country.
That's right.
So we can't find a lot of records of those, but maybe Jane has them down in Florida. She says she has one of everything.
She probably does.
Yeah. She
I
threw
know
out a
Hank-
whole bunch of stuff, but she says she has one of everything left, so maybe we have some of that information down there.
I heard that Hank used to keep quite a few copies of everything that he was involved with.
Right.
Uh,
Like the plans, the designs, and
plans, designs,
yeah.
and I believe that his wife and Tom and his wife,
Uh-huh.
they were all very close. I could
Right.
imagine after Hank passed away
Right.
that they kept all that
I'm
stuff.
sure, yeah.
I don't think the kids would have gotten it.
Right. Well, they weren't that interested at the
No,
time, so
They never were.
I mean, I know I've checked online for some of his patents, and he's got a few, but I would imagine if you were to try to patent every design he came up with, he'd be doing nothing but legal work, right?
Absolutely.
The numbers of designs that he came up with is
He had
amazing.
hundreds of them.
Yeah. He's more of a hands-on guy, right?
That's right.
Build them and
he was, like I said, he was. I've met a lot of wonderful guys in my lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
but there was something special about him. He could talk to a group of people,
Mm-hmm.
and I guarantee you that by the time he left, half of those people would think that he was the greatest guy in the world. That's the way he was.
Yeah, that's great.